This is a reaction to Andrew Neighbor's video, First Gay Club Experience. So before I start responding or anything, girl, like, turn on your lights. Why did you do this video in the dark? Maybe he was like trying to recreate the dark club experience, but it just kind of looks like he's doing the video in his closet, or like he didn't pay his light bill. Why is it so dark? One of the things I thought was really funny was he talks about going to the bathroom for the first time when he first gets in and being so afraid, and then he, sees this big trough where everyone pees. I felt the exact same way with my first time. I was so nervous that someone was gonna, I don't know, try and talk to me, I don't know, I was so nervous about the bathroom. So I spent as little time in there as possible. I went in and out as fast as possible. So I think it's so funny that we both had the same reaction to that. And then of course he gets the number of the hot bartender. All in all, he had a really great first club experience. My first club experience was not as good. So here it is. My very first club was this club called Apex in DC. It is no longer around, and probably for good reason. This was the one and only time I actually went there. It was college night, and so if you were in college, you got in for free. I was 18, and I'd never been to a gay club, never been to a straight club, never been to a gay bar. This was my first gay anything. And so I was a freshman in college, and one of my friends from high school asked me to come. So we get there, and I remember the bouncer was this big, jolly guy wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Pretty much the most unassuming bouncer you've ever seen in your life. Most bouncers are beefy and scary and intimidating. This guy was super friendly. We started dancing. It was a really cool place. There was one wall that was entirely mirrors, and there was lasers everywhere and smoke. And so we're dancing, we're having a great time, and we go over to get some water, which of course was $5, so you to drink. And this woman comes up to me and she says, "Do you have a boy? Do you want a boy?" I was like, okay, sure. And she says, "The guy behind me in red thinks you're cute. What do you think?" And I was like, "Sure." So I go dance with him, and I've never danced with a guy before, so I had no idea what to do. I was just up in front of him, just kind of shaking, just doing what I'd seen in music videos. I didn't know. And I immediately experienced two things. I smell his BO and cigarette breath, which was awful. I was in front of him and I could smell it. And I felt his boner. And I just felt so uncomfortable. But I didn't know how to stop it. How I relate to guys in clubs and online, I always feel really responsible for their emotions. I don't want people to feel bad. I know how hard it is to put yourself out there and open yourself up. It's very vulnerable. And I don't want to hurt people's feelings. So especially with this first time, I'd never done this before. And this guy made me really feel really uncomfortable, but I still didn't want to hurt his feelings. And I felt like me saying I didn't want to dance with him was gonna hurt his feelings, which is really naive, honestly. I was so young, God. And so I kept on dancing with him. My friends come up and they start dancing with me to get me away from him, but as I try and dance away, he pulls me in closer. So finally, I just bite the bullet. I turn around, I shake his hand, and I say, "Thank you, good night." I shook his hand. So my friends and I are dancing, having a great time, and the guy finds me, comes up to me, and he says, "Hey, so what's the problem? I just get a handshake and good night?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to dance." He was like, "What, am I too old for you?" And I was like, I didn't want to tell him that it's because he smelled bad. So I was just like, "No, I just wanted to dance." So he leaves in a huff, and I was like, "Guys, can we please go home? I feel really uncomfortable." As we're getting ready to leave, the woman that first introduced us comes up to me and she's like, "Yo, what happened?" And I said, "I just wanted to dance." And she says, "Well, you kind of led him on." What? So let this be a lesson to you. Don't ever feel uncomfortable to speak your mind. If you are feeling uncomfortable, say something, do something. There's nothing wrong with feeling uncomfortable. Like in that situation, as soon as I felt uncomfortable, I should have turned around and said, thank you, good night, and left. And you know, that could have been why he felt like I was leading him on, was because I danced with him for like 3 songs. I love the end of Andrew's video where he talks about how inclusive gay clubs feel, because really that is the origin of gay clubs, were places for gay men to escape. It was the only place where you could be yourself. And I think gay bars are their best when they keep that mentality, when they keep that essence. This is the place for you to be yourself and to feel free and to do whatever you want. Now, they're not always like that. You know, I go into some clubs now and I see this like line of people just like sizing everyone up. That's not the kind of club experience that I want when I'm there. Those people are there, but let's focus on the people on the dance floor. Let's just go to have a good time, because that's what they're there for us to be ourselves. That's my first gay club experience. It was a bit rockier than Andrew's. I want to hear about yours. What was your first gay club experience? Let's keep gay bars friendly and welcoming and fun. So thanks for watching, guys. And as always, find your light.